And that is awesome. The Walmart pickup service. Because I just, on my phone, I just punch in all the stuff I want. And then I can, whenever I'm in a new town, I just find where that store is. And I select that store on the app. And then they'll pick it up there. Okay, rattlesnake, right here, rattlesnake. Echo stay. Well, it's a new day here. We're in Sedona, so today I'm out of water. I got 3 gallons left, and that's not enough for me to feel safe at all. Plus, I need to do laundry, and that takes a lot of water. I mean, to do all my laundry at once, it probably takes 10 gallons total, maybe a little more, depending on how much I have to do. So to do that, I got to run the generator. I got gas for the generator, so I can do that here. Today's a good day. I'm planning to take off from here tomorrow and head up more into the mountains where there's some real trees. Out here, we got these junipers. Supposedly, this is like the most contiguous stand of junipers in the country. But I mean, these junipers, I'm used to real trees, like taller trees. So we're gonna head towards Flagstaff, still in the Coconino forest. Head towards Flagstaff, and it's about 10 degrees cooler than here even. It's still pretty nice here. Should be less windy up there though. I think Dodger will be really happy to get to some cooler weather in the daytime. It's cold here though. At night, it was actually pretty cold last night, and the dogs didn't sleep with me, so I was a little bit cold, but I have plenty of blankets and stuff like that. I was just too lazy to grab them. It's nice out here. It's really quiet right now. And here comes Dodger. He likes to take his time in the morning. He goes out and poops. He's right there. So Dodger's kind of losing his hearing. It's kind of sad, but he used to come when I whistled. Now he doesn't really hear my whistle. But I've developed a hand motion, and I just give him the hand motion from a distance. And then he comes. He knows what that means. Here he comes. So I just go like this, just like that, like a big wave. A big come here. And he comes. That's a pretty big hill we just climbed up. I'm huffing and puffing a little bit. I mean, I kind of walked up it pretty fast. But he just does his thing. He's really trustworthy. He's a good dog. Dodger dog. He's a good dog. You're a good dog. He's just waiting for breakfast. So I need a couple things before we head out tomorrow. I need water, like I was saying, because I'm out of water. So there's a Pulaski Heritage Site, which you need the National Parks Pass to get in there. And I have that. So I get in there and there's water there. Supposedly there's a spigot there and I can get some water. So I'm going to take my blue jugs. I'm just going to take the truck in because it's on that rough road. I think it's about 10 miles. So I go to this heritage site, which it kind of sucks because I really want to go see the actual site because there's pictographs and some dwellings, some cliff dwellings and things like that. There's a tour you can take, but I can't take the dogs there, and I don't really have a place I don't have a place I can leave the dogs. I mean, I could leave them in the trailer, but it's I just don't like doing that really. You know, because it could be hot, and sometimes Dodger, he freaks out a little bit. He's getting old, so he's getting a little crazy, and he's chewed up a few things in the trailer if I leave him there. And it kind of depends. Sometimes he's really good. He's never done that before, but now that he's older, he's a little grumpier. If I take off sometimes and he's in a bad mood, then I come back and he's chewed up like the couch. He's chewed up the bed a little bit, a lot. He's only done that 2 times though, I gotta say, like 3 times. So if I go up there to the Pulaski Heritage Site, I can get the water in the blue jugs. So I'm gonna fill up the blue jugs. I'll get plenty of water there. I mean, that's a week's worth of water, but I'm gonna use a bunch of it for washing clothes tonight. I'll probably use basically half of it for washing clothes. So I'll only have about 12 gallons left for drinking and little short showers and cooking and like washing my hands and dishes and stuff like that. So that only lasts me, maybe 5 days, something like that. With this weather, I need about 25 gallons a week for everything. That doesn't include laundry, but that gives me a few showers and things like that too. I also need supplies. Like I need a new tarp for the couch for the dogs, which I can pick up at Walmart. I've been using the Walmart pickup service, and that is awesome. The Walmart pickup service, because on my phone, I just punch in all the stuff I want, and then I can, whenever I'm in a new town, I just find where that store is, and I select that store on the app, and then they'll pick it up there. Okay, rattlesnake, right here, rattlesnake. The dogs didn't even notice it. Well, and I'm scared. I mean, I just saw it, I didn't hear it. There's ants crawling on it. Damn. I gotta say, I'm glad I saw it because I got my leash here for the dog. That's a red rattlesnake. It's red, and you can see its coontail. They call it a coontail. I thought it was dead for a second because it's totally motionless, and it's really red. So it really blends in here. So I gotta get the dogs. You can see it right there. And I get so nervous when I photograph these rattlesnakes. It's not rattling, so it's not pissed off yet, but I need to get Echo on a leash because I don't know if there's more around here or what, but let me tell you, this is scary. Echo, come. Right here, come. Come. Good boy. Sit. Good. Okay, so I got him on his leash. Dodger's over there. He's just staying there, so he's not coming over here, which is good. Dodge, you stay. So we got up a little bit earlier this morning, so maybe that has something to do with why. There's a snake out here. My heart is beating fast. He's right there at that stick. You can see him right there. There's his tail. It's not huge, but I mean, you don't want to get bit, right? It doesn't matter how big they are. He's got a small head. He's looking right at me. Man, that's the one thing about the desert is these rattlesnakes is, man, back up in the woods, it's like I'm not afraid of anything. There's mountain lions and bears up there, but I'm not afraid of them. There's black bears, and they steer clear of me and the dogs. And I've seen a mountain lion up there, and it was chasing baby deer. I mean, the baby deer jumped right over my head. I'll tell that story in a different video, but yeah, I saw a huge mountain lion up there in the woods, up in Washington State, really close. And it was on the hunt for these baby deer. I'm looking around for other rattlers as we're standing here. Echo hasn't even noticed it yet. Dodger's still, he's staying over there. Right over there. But out here in the desert, there's snakes and scorpions. I mean, scorpions aren't really deadly, but the rattlers sure are. I mean, just the idea of like, if I walk over there and that thing bites me, then I'm toast. That's it. You know, or the dogs, that's it. So the desert's a great place, but you know, don't take it for granted, and don't think it won't kill you, because it'll kill you. I mean, I'm about 15 feet from it. Now Dodger's coming over this way. It's really hard to see, huh? You can see its head. Its head is right there, right at the tip of my finger. I hope you can see the redness. Okay, here's a close-up of its tail. The whole thing, really. You can see why they call it a coontail, because it's got the black and the white stripes. It's about 2 feet, a little longer than 2 feet long. I find it interesting how the ants are just crawling over it on its head. And that's why I thought it was dead. Right when I saw it, I thought, oh, it's just dead. It's not dead, though. The Dodger's coming over. So, you know, I don't like finding these rattlesnakes, but I think it's really good that I do, because it reminds me of the dangers out here. Because I just let these dogs run around a lot, and I try to think like, oh, it's this certain time of the day, or the sun's in a certain position, so there's not going to be snakes around here. But I don't know that much about rattlesnake life. I mean, I'm learning now. It looks like it just turned its head, so I think it might be thinking about slithering away. So I don't like finding them, because my heart starts racing and I worry about the dogs immediately. But they're just being chill. They know I'm freaked out, but they're being chill. But it's a good reminder. It really is. And so I think if we head up where it's cooler, I think there's going to be less chances of rattlesnakes up there, which will be a good thing. He's like right there. Right there. You can see his head now, because he's repositioned his head. So I find it really interesting that the dogs don't even know it's there. If it was rattling, then they would, obviously, but I mean, we walked right by it. Echo walked, he probably walked 20 feet from it. And I just saw it. It wasn't moving or anything. Okay, guys, we're out of here. We're gonna go in the truck. Wow, we've just been trompsing through here like crazy, because you get really complacent, because it's like, well, I haven't seen any snakes. I haven't seen any signs of snakes. So we've just been hiking through this area just like nobody's business. And the dog's been running around all over the place. I mean, I keep them pretty close, but and a lot of times, like, we're walking on the same path, and I look ahead of them as we're walking, like we're doing right now. See, they're just walking on this path, and so I'm looking ahead to see, you know, to make sure they don't walk over anything. But a lot of times I don't do that, especially when I get really comfortable at a place. And that's when disaster strikes. And whew, What an adventure. I mean, we've been at this spot for a week now, and that's the first snake, so, and it's just kind of interesting. Oh, the truck's gonna feel safe. So we're gonna get in the truck, we're gonna go drive 10 miles into Red Rock territory, so that'll probably be my next video. We'll go get the water and we'll fill up on water. So hey, if you like rattlesnakes, subscribe to the Got Out channel. We seem to find them. Rattlesnakes, cows, and dogs. Oh, there's somebody at our campsite now with a big dog out. Echo's interested, but man, dogs are like the least of my worries now. Dodger met a friend. Echo met a friend too. A big dog.